Us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. We are set to go. Evan McPherson to do the honors, and we are underway from Cincinnati. Boston Scott on the return from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and
once again, it's Swift. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Swift going to try up the middle. It's Logan Wilson there to bring him down. Here's second and 5 now from the 37. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's first and 10 up at the 46. Here's a handoff to Swift. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. On the handoff, this is Swift. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is third and short. They'll try and run here with Swift. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Here's Hurts to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And this defense holds on the night's opening drive. Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 at their own 44. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Burrow. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. And now an audible here into something else. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Down to the 10. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, 67 yards. And the Bengals will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
Scott on the return out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last time they were stopped on 4th down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is, because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on 4th down, do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they've got something for us, or do they go to the bench and say, we'll deal with ourselves, let's get back out there and move the ball again?
And is it different when you get stopped on 4th versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense and more confidence?
I think as a defense, you're so excited with a 4th down stop. Making them punt, that's your goal anyway, but a 4th down stop, that's almost a sign of disrespect that they won't play in the first place. And when you get that, you feel great about yourselves.
They're going on fourth down with Hurts. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs. Mixon with a first down carry. And he is going to lose yardage here. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Again, it's Mixon. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. McPherson's kick is good. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
So after the made field goal, 10-0 here early as the kick's away. Scott on the return, out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. He lost 6 there on the first down play. Hurts sets up to throw it. On the move to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Hurts. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And that one into the hands of Brown downfield. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Hurts. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. And the first play will be a field goal try. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. He's got his target. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Swift. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. DeAndre Swift, a 16-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles have got it back to within a score. Elliott good with a PAT, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Here we go. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown. I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. That's caught by the tight end, Drew Sample. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute, bro.
As the defense will get it at the 20.
Wait.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Escaping the pressure, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That is caught, and they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Running is Swift. They'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down. Throwing is Hurts. Flush to his right. But I think the ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds. So they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Look at the big man rumble. Still going inside the 20. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing? Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Elliott now to add the extra point. And that makes it.
I got robbed, bro. That's bullshit, you know it. It should be 17-7 right now.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here we go. The Bengals drive about to get going. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That good for 22 and a first down. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now it's Burrow. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hudson. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They'll give it to Mixon. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. On second and goal, one man stands in the backfield, and that's Mixon. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Can't hold me.
Jamar Chase with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bengals are able to move back in front in the second quarter, and already his second touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game. I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and it's now 17-14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Scott on the return, out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing the... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. He's still on his feet. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dallas Goedert, 84 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Elliott good on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result.
I'll sit down.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
On third down, Burrow. Quick slant caught by Chase. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. Fourth down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down.
Here we go.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They run for it with Mixon. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Now it's Swift. 67 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Right back to Swift again on second down. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. And they're going to speed things up here. But first down, Hurts rolling to his left. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Flushed out right. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. DeAndre Swift. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Elliott good with a PAT. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Gun.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. He finds his man complete. That's Hudson. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half.
On one, right?
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Meanwhile, Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
First down, here's Burrow. He finds his man complete. It's Hudson. And for a Cincinnati score. Tanner Hudson as the first half is winding down. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Call me a timeout.
Well, this will frustrate a coach right here. The flag is out before they get off the extra point, and this is going to be a delay of game. Zach Taylor's made the decision. They'll go for 2 here. And Burrow's going to look to throw for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Looking downfield for Jones. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And this is caught. It's Brown. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll throw now on the final play. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Julio Jones. As time expires in the first half. And the Eagles will extend their lead on the final play of the half. You knew time was going to run out, so this had to be in the end zone, and somehow they were able to find a window and get it done.
Very easy for us to talk about up here that, yes, all that had to happen, but when time's running down, sometimes your brain compresses a little bit too. They show great poise, understanding the situation, making sure they got to the end zone in order to complete that pass and take a nice momentum into the locker room.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 51 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
11 MT paint. What is hot? Side.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, if they have any designs on getting back into this football game in the second half, they're going to need to be much sharper offensively than they were on this opening possession. Not much happening here, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
11. Stop.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And he is going to have the Bengals first down on a well-designed play there. That gets him 16 to move the chains. Inside handoff to Mixon. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Again, it's Mixon. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level? Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the clock. turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So it's kind of more of the same offensively. This was a team needing to come out in this third quarter with a little fire. Instead, they put the ball on the ground.
And you know that has to be the discussion at halftime because they're down 2 scores. We got to come out with a little bit more urgency than we had in the first half. Now that urgency falls on their defense because they can't fall down 3 scores and hope to come back and win this game.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
There's a lot about that play you can easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even giving up a defensive touchdown.
Hurts. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have an Eagles first down. And it is a big letdown there defensively. They somehow allowed to convert on 4th and long. Swift going to try up the middle.
And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Play action. Here's Hurts. And this one is going to be off the mark. Too far out in front.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
It hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it.
They'll try and throw for it here.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off.
And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
76 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line and pregame.
Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough 3rd down.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead,
here's a diving catch right side. Now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Running left, it's Mixon. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
11 mighty. 11 mighty.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Here comes 3rd down and 7.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. And this pass broken up. But the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal.
From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that'll make this an 8-point game.
Well, the 3 points certainly helps, but you feel like, Charles, at this stage of the game, when you force those turnovers, you need to start converting them into touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself because I thought in this situation, they were thinking end zone or bust. Now they got to rely on their defense to get the ball back again for another opportunity to get 6 points.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this.
And Hurts is intercepted, his third of the game. Daxton Hill picks it off. He's on his way.
And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Well, this has been a bit of a tough game to figure out when it comes to him throwing the football. He's got the 3 touchdown passes, but now, Charles, this is a 3rd interception.
And those aren't really numbers that you'd like to see balance out. In a normal ledger sheet, if you can balance everything, you feel good about your day.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
It's a loss of 8. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Burrow. Over the middle, complete. It's Hudson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Mixing up the middle. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. On 2nd and goal, one man stands in the backfield, and that's Mixon. Burrow will throw.
That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
A 5-yard touchdown catch.
And the Bengals are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
It's been quite the game for him individually. A trio of touchdown catches now.
So pick a route, any route. Whatever you want him to run, he's going to do it and do it well and end up in the end zone. This has really been fun to watch.
They'll let Mixon try and run it in. And he will dive into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is successful. Needed a couple yards for the 2-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do because a lot of teams play you for the pass. So you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away.
Scott on the return out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's Hurts to throw.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 17.
They will run straight ahead with Swift.
And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down. It's going to be a gain of 13 there as they convert by a good 3 yards on 4th down.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Here's a handoff to Swift.
Well, I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A handoff to Mixon. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5.
Now Burrow. Steps away to his left. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
Burrow on his toes that time as they get the 1st down.
Here's a give to Mixon. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. And quickly they get to the line. Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. And this is going to be intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick.
And the Eagles are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 21.
They'll start on the ground with Swift.
Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
Now 2nd and 5. Once again, it's Swift.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
They go play action with Hurts.
Can't get away, and he's taken down. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
Hurts. These guys running back out of the backfield. And this is close. They needed 7 yards, and 7 is what they got. Cutting it close, but the referee signals it is a 1st down.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40.
107 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on.
They'll try and run here with Swift. Midfield inside the 45.
They come up with 1 timeout and a 2-minute warning to work with. Here's 1st and 10.
And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They run out of the gun with Swift. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. Got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
On 2nd down, Swift.
And he'll get this down to about the 31-yard line.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
On 3rd down, it's Gainwell.
And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the 1st down right near the 24.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
So a big kick coming now for Jake Elliott. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And it's no good. Elliott pulled it, and a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth.
And partner, a lot of kickers in this spot like to aim at the right upright and just draw it back down the center. This one looked like it was aimed at the left upright and just kept bending away.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get in the field goal range. With the clock, a decent amount of time here to tie game. What do?
No panic situation at all. They've got to get a couple of choke plays, pick up nice bits of yardage.
Target the sidelines?
Target the sidelines because you want to get out of bounds and make sure that clock stops. Because if the clock stays running, that makes things that much tougher for you. It can always bleed out on you.
Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Here's Burrow. Looking deep here for Chase. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now on fourth down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made in my estimation.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Pulled in at the 24. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest.
Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, Silver.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Battle. And we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Major used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
180.
Now Burrow.
And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dive, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dive?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Here we go. This to avoid overtime. And it's knocked away and incomplete. And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
So it'll be the Bengals with the football here to start the overtime session as the kick is away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Now Burrow changing things up here.
Now a first throw here in overtime. He finds his man complete. That's Hudson. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Mixon with a first down carry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11. At the 28.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
Leads to 3rd and 11.
On 3rd down, Burrow. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And he stopped immediately there. And they're going to speed things up here.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now they'll audible to something else. Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Here's Burrow. And he is caught. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles 30. Inside handoff to Mixon. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
3rd down and 5.
Running right, here's Brown. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. 25 yards, the touchdown run.
Yeah, they would have been happy with the first down, but this is even better. Once he's past the marker, it's cream cheese from there, and he bumps it to the outside, and it's just going to run away from defenders on his way toward the pylon.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And they will take a 7-point lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Scott on the return, out of the end zone.
And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Eluding the pressure right. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Got a man, it's Brown. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Swift going to try up the middle.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long. On the handoff, this is Swift.
And he'll go down to the ground at the 39. And obviously that's well short of the first. A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down. And that wasn't easy, but they do wind up converting a 4th and 7 to keep this drive moving.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Throwing is Hurts.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go down inside inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
It is certainly becoming rarer by the year to see your franchise guy take a hit like that. The defender couldn't believe he had a shot to light him up. So when you take off and run, you have to make sure you can slide, get out of bounds, anything. Just don't leave yourself open to hits like that.
Fires the quick slant. A.J. Brown's got it. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. On 1st and 10, it's Gainwell.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Eagles hustling to the line, clock rolling.
2nd down, here's Hurts.
Oh, it's intercepted. That'll seal it.
And the Bengals are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Bengals as we say so long from Cincinnati.